It's open-air boxing taking place in Luton today, marking the anniversary of the Olympic torch coming to town. This is at St George's Square. Luton's own boxing legend Billy Schwer is going to be there. Our reporter Brendan Murphy is in St George's Square right now. Hello, Brendan.
Morning, and it's a beautiful sunny morning as they set up the roof that will be across the ring this evening. It's all cordoned off around St George's Square at the minute. Everything's looking great. There's going to be 500 spaces here this evening for people to come along and watch this. Now, of course, there's a great boxing heritage in this town. You mentioned Luton's famous boxing champion Billy Schwer. Schwer is a Luton boy through and through, and is a former British, Commonwealth and European lightweight champion, and he also held the IBO World Lightweight Welterweight title, and he also told me last time he saw me that my nose was too straight and he fancied getting me in the ring and sort me out, but that's another story. He'll be at the event.
We'll have some of that.
He'll be at the event tonight, as well another boxing hero from the town, Graham Earle, another local boy, and he's also a former British and Commonwealth lightweight champion, so there's a great pedigree here in the town. And of course there's loads of boxing clubs in the town, as you might expect, having produced guys such as that. The clubs in the town include Hockwell Ring, Lucy Farm, Shamrock, Dallow, Strike, Academy and Luton Old Boys. And I'm joined by a man who may have the inside track on who to look out for in the future. Matt Earles is the chair of Hockwell Ring Boxing Club. Matt, have you got any future champions in your ranks at the moment?
Yeah, we like to think so. Like I said, Luton's got a great boxing heritage. You know, we've celebrated that through Graham and Billy in the past, and yeah, hopefully we'll have someone tonight that will prove themselves a star. But I guess you'll have to come down and find out.
So Graham Earle, Matt Earles, no relation?
No relation. No, not
okay.
at all.
But you went to school together, didn't you?
No, we're both local lads. You know, we've got mutual friends, and yeah, I've followed his career from sort of start to finish. But
and you're providing some of the boxers for this event this evening. Which fight are you most excited about seeing?
Well, there's always, it's always a good crowd that turn out, locally to support boxing. Like I say, there's a massive heritage in Luton. We've got 8 boxing clubs, plenty of support for it. 2, previous world champions. So there's a massive support for boxing. There's always a good turnout, and we've got such a diverse group of lads, that come out to support us and to box. So
the event kicks off at 4:30 today. Is it all just boxing events, or have we got other kind of things going on in St George's Square?
Well, today's just purely from a boxing perspective. We did initially hope to put on some entertainment, and I know Love Luton were marking the anniversary of the Olympic torch coming in, and obviously we initially approached them as award winners from the Love Luton award ceremony, with a view to putting on an annual sporting event, and they chose to mark today the anniversary of the Olympic torch with this event in particular.
So the event starts at 4:30. That's kind of around about the time whenever some families might be walking through the town or whatever. Some people might consider boxing to be a blood sport. Do you foresee any kind of complaints about the fact that maybe someone who objects to boxing might have their children exposed to it as they walk past?
Well, the whole site's going to be screened off, and that's certainly not to hide anything. I think people can see things as black and white. Every sport is subject to bad publicity at some stage. Boxing has been previously, always will be. Amateur boxing is very regulated. We'll have doctors on site, officials. We've got lots of rules and regulations. It's certainly not a blood sport. It's certainly not a bloodbath. All the boxers wear the right headgear, the gloves, all the protection they can have. And as I said, it's just very strongly regulated, and it's certainly controlled and whatnot.
How much of a buzz do you think that the boys will get boxing in front of people like Billy Schwer and Graham Earle?
I think they'll get loads from it. That was kind of the mindset behind the event. It's a local event. It's the majority of the clubs in Luton. It's a local event by local people for local people. It's the first event of this nature that Luton's seen in its huge boxing heritage, going back 30, 40, however many years. And it's the first time that the majority of the clubs have come together to work on an event. So it's very unique. I think it's the best possible platform that the boxers in Luton, personally, I believe, the best possible platform they'll ever have, and hopefully we can grow on the event, and as I say, any boxer aspires to be who boxers competitively aspires to be a world champion, and boxing in front of 2 local world champions is the best you could get.
So if we want to come along and watch this this afternoon, this evening, it goes on from 4:30 to 10:30. Where do we get tickets from, and how much are they?
It goes on from 4:30 to 10:30, as you say. Tickets are now only available on the gates from 12 o'clock up until the gates open at 4 p.m.
How many tickets left, do you know?
I think there's only a couple of hundred tickets left, so yeah, get down, £11, and we'll see you there.
Great stuff, David. So if you fancy getting your gloves on, coming down here, giving it a go, having a word with Billy, maybe talking to him about wanting to straighten or flatten my nose, feel free to stand up for me if you like.
I'd quite like to hear you take one on the chin, just for the sake of the show.
One on the chin, just for the programme.
Just for the programme.
Just get knocked out, just for the sake of Saturday.
I'm not suggesting you get knocked out for the show. I'm just suggesting it might be nice just to hear a little bit of.
You just want to see me get punched in the face, just for your programme.
Something like that, yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you very much, Brendan.
Night.
Can we just hear the rest of the clock? There we are. That's fabulous. Thank you very much. Brendan Murphy down in St George's Square in Luton. Boxing starts around 4 o'clock this afternoon with all that coverage, and more on that this afternoon with Mike, who'll be telling us more on his programme. It's 7:45 now.